Hi, welcome back. I'm going to explain about the state transition diagram using the visual paradigm tool. Let me share my screen to go ahead. We have to search for visual paradigm and then visual paradigm gets opened, which is a community edition available at Bradley Hall in any of the lab. When you turn on the visual paradigm, you can click on the new project and you can give a name, create a blank project. You can see the diagram navigator. Start searching for the UML diagrams, which is a state machine diagram. Right click on it and click on new state machine diagram. Then simply ignore this. And then you can start from the initial state. Here at the state machine diagram, we have the states where each state gets transitioned from one particular step to different step, and we have the initial state, final state, and the transition between different states. These are all the main elements which we will be using. So the initial state starts from here, and you can choose a state and simply give the name as login, and then you can give a final state which is at the end of the process. You can simply copy and paste different states, login, and you can choose the next step, which is to access Bradley University's student website. You can adjust the color and change the dimensions according to your choice and specifications. Oh, so this is getting copied as itself. So let me simply delete it since this is getting replicated. And yes, you can choose another state. If you make any mistake, you can simply tap on delete to delete the particular state. To access students site, modify this. Choose another state, which is art course. Different options available in that particular web page. Here I'm considering the My Bradley system. So keeping that in mind, I'm processing ahead with the login followed by a home page. From the home page, we can see different options and get accessible to add course, drop course, change personal information. You can view the academic advisor information. You can contact the help services, etc. So this is how you get transition to different options available in the homepage. So I'm then choosing on another option, which is view courses, and followed by another state, which is view my class grades. I'm choosing another state, which is personal information. So these are the different options available. And this is how you choose states in the state transition diagram. You can simply drag and drop. And then this is the final state. You can also choose another one, which is log out. In order to establish a connection between both of them, You can simply click on this resource catalog, and then it will show to which particular state you want to get this state to get transition. So I want this to get transition to login, and then you can choose login. Simply it'll establish a connection, and then you can start writing a name on this arrowhead, which is accessing the website, which is the first step. You can give a name according to your choice. And then after login, you get authorized in order to get access to the student website, which is My Bradley. From login, you can even get transition to the same state which says invalid attempts to get login, where you get redirected to the same step. Unless until you get authorized, you may not move to the next step, which is accessing the home page. And from login, you can choose the resource catalog, and then you can choose the next step, which is to access the student website. And then you can name it authorized. You can in detail explain this login step to check the valid attempts and invalid attempts. And after getting the rapid identity MFA, you can get the authorized option to the homepage. From the homepage, you can choose the resource catalog again to get transition to a step which is add course, and simply type on the name add course. It'll get redirected to that particular state. You can type a name. Click on add courses. Similarly, you can tap on the resource catalog, go to the next stage, which is personal information. And you can type to edit my details or to change my address. And you can even place it right on the arrowhead. If you want, you can configure this particular arrowhead where you can change the color, you can pin it, and you can add some diagrams to it. And then followed by this, you can click on the resource catalog to go to a different state. So this is how you keep adding transitions from one stage to different stage. And the state transition diagram clearly explains how do we access the particular website. And then followed by all these transitions, we can get back to log out once we finish accessing all our tasks. Similarly, from view courses, after choosing our actions, we can go back to log out. And after view my class grades, we can go back to log out. So this is how you can organize this in the way you want so that it looks in a clear and a good manner. So the presentation is the most important thing after developing the particular application. This gives a nice and a better look. And if you want, you can simply right click on this arrow connector, and then you can style and format, and you can also choose a reverse connector. This is how you keep on changing your arrowheads. And then after logout, this gets transitioned to a final state. If you want to choose, you can choose a new final state. This is how a state transition diagram looks like. And this is a very discrete example of My Bradley system. And you can keep adding more states and make more transitions. After finishing, you can click on save and hit on save as, followed by it. You can give a name and then hit on save. This is how you save a visual paradigm project. Thank you.